Hello, my name is Lee Silverman and I'm the broker for GCAZ Services. We're going to discuss our benefits offered as of October 1st of 2025. Besides myself, you can always reach my account manager, Lisa Pettit. The easiest way to reach us is by email, but if you do call us, please know that you will get a return call within a day, but please leave us your information, full name, what company you work for, and a phone number. We're going to discuss open enrollment, even though this is for all people when they're eligible. Open enrollment started September 12th, will end on September 24th. Coverage begins October 1st. When you're first eligible for benefits or during open enrollment, you should have received an email from Employee Navigator. That is our HR company. We will then also be sending emails out to each person through our system to make sure we have the correct email. If you have any questions during that, you could always contact us and we can walk you through the benefits. If you decide to add dependents or see the quotes for dependents, you must put their information in the system. Does not mean that you're electing them. If you look at the benefits and look at the cost, everything is done per paycheck. And again, these benefits are from October 1st of 25 to September 30th of 2026. We offer a wide range of benefits. Anybody that's eligible can sign up for any of the benefits. That's health and dental through Cigna. We offer equitable for vision, hospital indemnity, short and long-term disability, and group life insurance, which consists of voluntary benefit as well as employer paid. For vision, if you decide to go on our vision plan, they use a network called VSP, and every employee, regardless if they're full-time or part-time, will receive telemedicine through HealthySU. When someone's eligible for benefits, and I'm going to use today as an example, which is September 17th, usually their benefits will kick in first of the month following 2 months or 60 days. That means I'd be eligible for benefits as of December 1st. At that time, I choose not to sign up for benefits. That's okay, unless I want to sign up later. And what I would have to prove is a life qualifying event: birth, marriage, death, divorce, loss of coverage. If I want to cancel insurance, I must have a life qualifying event as well, and it must be done within 30 days. By getting pregnant or started the file paperwork for divorce does not mean that's a life qualifying event. So whatever you elect at that time or decline at that time, please know the only other time you can sign up is open enrollment or if you have a life qualifying event. We offer two types of plans with health insurance. We offer what is called a HSA plan. There's no copays, everything you pay for at a contracted rate. And then we have a plan called a PPO. The PPO plan has a list of copays for family doctor, general practice, internal medicine, specialist as well, higher copay. There are two networks that we offer for those in Maricopa County and Pima County, and one network we offer to everybody. We're going to go over that in a minute. The smaller network does not include Banner. And again, this only affects those in Pima and Maricopa County. And the larger network is throughout the state as well as the country, and that's called the OAP network. Virtual visits, if you're on our health insurance, Cigna also has a virtual online or telemed through your cell phone. But I'm going to talk about health insurance, not the telemed right now. There's primary care physician, urgent care, emergency room. Don't go to the emergency room unless it's truly a life-threatening emergency. If you have an ear infection, it's a Saturday, go to the urgent care center. These are some terminologies you should always understand. Deductible. It's a calendar year deductible. It resets every January 1st. Out-of-pocket maximum. That means what happens if I had something catastrophic. That means that's the most I pay for that calendar year. Coinsurance is a percentage after a deductible is met. It could be at 80-20, 70-30, 60-40, 50-50, 100%. Copays. If I choose the plan with the copays, I have a cost of just going to the doctor. If I have special testing or outpatient surgery, that's going to go towards my deductible. Again, deductible out-of-pocket maximum is based on calendar year and it resets every January 1st. For those in Maricopa County and Pima County, you have 3 plans. The first one is called the Local Plus network, and that's a smaller network that does not cover banner. Everybody, regardless of where they live, will have the OAP network, which is called Open Access Plus, and they can have the HSA or the copay plan. On the copay plan, you see it's a $25 copay for your family doctor, general practice, internal medicine, pediatrician, $100 for a specialist, $75 copay for urgent care center. Generic drugs at $5, brand name drugs between $65 and $175. Your deductible is $6,000. Your out-of-pocket maximum is $8,150. If you're on the HSA, it's a $7,000 deductible. Then it's covered at 70-30, 30% you pay, up to a max of $8,000, and that includes your deductible. All 3 plans cover wellness at 100%. That means if you go in to a provider or a lab and you're getting a wellness exam, as long as it's coded as wellness, it's covered at no charge as long as you see a provider in the network. Always ask your provider if they're an in-network provider. There's 2 deductibles per family, 2 out-of-pocket maximum per family. I'm a family of 4. If I meet my deductible first, and let's say I'm on the $7,000 HSA with the OAP network, once I meet my deductible and I meet my out-of-pocket maximum, my wife and children can combine, meaning a second deductible. So again, it's 2 deductibles, 2 out-of-pocket max per family. I didn't provide the cost because you can see it online through Employee Navigator when you go enroll, as well as it'll be in the benefit booklet that the stores will receive, as well as the yellow benefit binder in the salon office. Prescriptions, if you're on a long-term medication, we suggest you do it by mail through Express Scripts. Whenever you do go on the plan, you always should ask your provider to give you samples if they can, or at least start with the generic. Some key information on the health insurance through Cigna. They use a network called MD Live if you want the telemed with them. If you're on the copay plan, the telemed is not going to cost you anything. If you're on the HSA, there is a fee. I think it's $59 for the telemedicine. So we always tell people use the Healthiest You telemedicine because for your family doctor stuff, it will cost you nothing. Some key information on Cigna. The phone number, the website. You should always go online and register at Cigna.com when you get your benefits. At that time, you will be able to set up an account. You could check your deductible, order your ID cards, download it to a wallet on your phone. If you have any particular questions on claims, things like that, contact Cigna directly. Unfortunately, we cannot assist you unless it's a life-threatening illness claim that the charges are extremely high. HSA. Since we offer an HSA which has no copays, it costs less money than the copay plan. The idea is to take some additional funds and put it into a tax-free savings account. It will be payroll deducted, tax-free, and you can pay for services using tax-free dollars. You could use for medical, dental, vision-related items, including telemedicine. You could use it for chiropractic. You could use it for like a massage envy even. You cannot use it for someone coming to your home to give you a massage. The money rolls over from year to year. It's your money even if you leave the company. It is also a tax-free benefit. So if you decide you want to pull it out before the age of 65, you're penalized. But once you turn 65, you can pull it out tax-free. One can contribute up to $4,300 for a year for an individual. If you have you and dependents on there, you can put a double that up to $8,550, and anybody over the age of 55 can put $1,000 in. My suggestion, if you're on the HSA and you have extra funds and you know you have some medical or dental issues, why not put away money? It's on like a prepaid credit card. But also do what you can afford. That's number one. If you decide you want to change your amount that you put into your HSA, you can, but you have to give us a month notice so we can inform the accounting department. You cannot change health plans. You can't cancel health plans. You can't add any dependents. The only time you could add a dependent, terminate a dependent, terminate the coverage, sign up for the first time after open enrollment if you had a life qualifying event. You're not allowed to change health plans even without a life qualifying event. Dental insurance, we offer two plans, a DHMO and a PPO. The DHMO is a much smaller network. There's a list of copays. The PPO, you can go see anybody that's in the network as well as out of network, but we always tell people please stay within the network because you'll get the best discounts in network. You're allowed 2 cleanings a year. If you need preventative services, in networks covered at 100%, out of networks covered at 80%. Unfortunately, it's based on what it would be covered in network. Class 2 services, basic services like a cavity, it's covered at 20%. Class 3, like a major, like a root canal, it's covered at 50%. Anything class 2 or 3, you have a $50 deductible. It's 3 per family, different than the medical insurance. Each person would get $1,500 benefit per year. There's no ortho coverage on this. If you want ortho for your children, you can sign up for the DHMO because there is ortho, but again, please realize it's a much smaller network and you will need a referral to see a specialist. Here is your premium on the dental insurance. As you see, for an employee plus family or children or a spouse even, it costs quite a bit more. But again, much larger network, no referrals needed. Vision insurance, you're allowed a eye exam once a year for a $10 copay, $25 copay for prescriptions or contacts. They give you a $130 allowance. They use a network called VSP. What I tell everybody that I talk to, get the eye exam once every 12 months. If you need a pair of glasses or contacts, get it through VSP, but then go get another pair wherever you want, Warby Park or Costco, Target, wherever, glasses.com, because you have that eye exam. The premium is very affordable. It's $1.97 per paycheck, and it goes all the way up to $632 for family. Hospital indemnity, this does not replace health insurance. It's designed to help pay some of your deductible. Do you need to be on the health insurance to get this plan? No. Can you sign someone up with yourself that's not on the medical insurance? Yes. Again, it's not designed to pay health insurance. It doesn't replace. What it does is it gives you $500 if you're hospitalized overnight, $1,000 if you're hospitalized in intensive care, a daily benefit of $100 or $200, depending on if you're in intensive care or just a hospital, a $50 rehab benefit. It does not cover anything to do with mental health or drug addiction. With this, there's a pre-existing clause. That means for 9 months you're on the plan, you cannot deliver for 9 months. Again, let's use the person who was hired today. They're eligible December 1st. They can't deliver for 9 months. So that means if they deliver in the month of August, they're fine. If they deliver in the month of July or earlier, they would not be covered for that maternity on this policy. The cost is $2.72 a paycheck for an individual, all the way up to $7.59 for an employee plus family. Life insurance, we offer, everybody gets a $15,000 benefit if you're eligible for benefits through GCAZ services. If you're not eligible for benefits, you do not get this. If you're passed away due to a car accident, that's covered under what is called accidental death and dismemberment. Someone would get double. So bite my tongue, someone signed up, they passed away yesterday due to a car accident, they would get $30,000, their family. We always say, please go online, at least put down your beneficiary, their name, a phone number, the relationship, what percentage. So we have proof. So at the time of someone passing away, we can at least provide that to them. If you do not do that and you pass away, it will go to the state first, and then the state decides to give it to your dependents, but unfortunately that can take time. And when someone passes away unexpectedly, we need to get people their money to take care of final expenses. So it's up to you to decide to put a beneficiary. Again, there's no cost to you for this benefit. But if you decide the first time you're eligible and you want to sign up, you can get up to 150,000 on a guaranteed issue. That means no health questions, smoker, non-smoker, does not matter. You can cover your spouse as long as you have double the amount, up to 25,000. Cover children up to 5. Children can be on your health, dental, hospital indemnity, vision benefits up to the age of 26. There's accidental death as well, double the amount, obviously. If you decline at the first time you're eligible and you decide to sign up during open enrollment, you must fill out an evidence of insurability form, as well as you want to increase your benefit, you'd have to fill that out. There's no guarantee that you will get covered at that time. So please at least get something the first time you're eligible. Disability, short-term and long-term. First, I'm going to go over short-term. Short-term disability, the first time you're eligible, we're going to guarantee you covered. The only thing is there's the pre-existing clause. Anything you've been diagnosed or treated for the prior 6 months of you signing up, you're not covered for that injury or illness for the next 12 months. The minimum you can get is $100 a week. The maximum is $1,000 a week. It's all based on your income. The benefit kicks in after a 2-week waiting period, and it will pay you up to 6 months if, God forbid, that's what the doctor states. So again, let's use the person eligible today, and they're not electing the benefits in December. They sign up at a later time. That person would have to wait to next year to fill out an evidence of insurability form. If that person is pregnant, they're not going to be covered. If that person had a heart condition, they're not going to be covered. The first time they're eligible, they can elect benefits and they're going to be guaranteed covered. After that, they signed up December 1st and they were diagnosed with a heart condition 2 months before, even medication for that heart won't be covered for 12 months. Once they're on that plan for 12 months, then they're covered. But God forbid something else happened to them, they would be covered. Well, what happens after 6 months? Well, that's why people get long-term disability. Same rules with pre-existing condition. Same rules, first time eligible, I'm guaranteed to get covered. The rule is minimum of $100 a month, the maximum is $5,000 a month. It's all dependent on someone's income. The benefits kick in after 6 months because the short-term benefits go for 6 months. You would get paid up to 5 years for an accident, 2 years for an illness. All employees are eligible for telemedicine, even if they're full-time or part-time. It's through telehealth, teledoc. They're allowed to contact a phone number, get a smartphone app. It costs you nothing to speak to a family doctor, but it will cost you more money if you want to go speak to someone from mental health, dermatology, or nutrition. With that said, we always suggest someone to utilize this, at least to pre-screen something. If it's on a weekend and your kid's not feeling well, or you feel like you got a rash, telemedicine works great because the doctor can see you through your phone, as well as then order you a prescription. Then you hopefully don't even miss any time at work. So if you have any questions or concerns, my name is Lee Silverman. You could always reach me directly, as well as my account manager, Lisa Pettit. Thank you and have a great day.